Right, welcome to Mastery Monday, June 6, 2022. Beautiful day here. Appreciate you all being here. We're going to be exploring the quantum power of the present moment. So much is coming through around this, and with the earth energetics, our cosmic energetics supporting all that's here for us now. And so I'll be sharing all of that and supporting us in the meditation activation. For right now, let's take a moment to presence ourselves and ground in and unify our collective soul energies. So let's take a deep breath in, and if you wish to, you can close your eyes. Just taking a deep breath into your body. And as you're taking a deep breath in, if you wish to just exhale and just let it out. Let it out if you want to make any noise. And just really feel your body sinking into this moment, being present in this moment, dropping the shoulders, feeling your body in your seat, feeling the breath in your body, welcoming yourself here. Welcoming yourself here more and more as you allow your attention, your focus, your power to be here in this moment. Calling your energy into your body, releasing and just asking for any energies of anything that you experienced before this, that you experience after this, where your thoughts and emotions may go, just to gently flow down through. Asking for all that is meant for you to be here in its highest expression, in its alignment and synergy. Taking a deep breath again into your body. Just noticing your body, just noticing yourself. Is your mind active? Are your emotions active? Is there some part of your body that's active? It's okay, just breathing through, taking a deep breath into your belly, connecting your belly into your lungs, just exhaling again, and feeling your hips, feeling your seat, feeling your feet on the floor or on the ground, wherever you are, just welcoming yourself here more and more. Breathing into any of the parts of your body that you feel are holding any tension. We're going to ask for a nice, soft golden light to surround your body, your energy body, welcoming the harmony of your mind, body, heart, and soul to begin to come into its presence, its synergy here. Finding a place within, just breathing into your body, noticing where your breath wants to go. Noticing where your breath wants to go naturally. There's a certain part of the body it wants to breathe into, feel into. Just let your breath go there. Opening the space, opening your presence. You're calling in your highest self, alignment, and any and all beings and guides that want to support this space today for our highest good and connection to our higher aspects of ourselves, for our full self to be here in wholeness, in unity. Opening up through the heart, breathing through the heart, just having gratitude for being here today. Having gratitude for this experience of connection with self and with others, and just breathing the awareness. The rest of the beautiful beings in this circle here today, and all those that will come into the replay, just allowing all of our energy, our higher selves to unify. that all of our beauty and capacity is here to support this field. And that we open to one another on this higher, this synergistic level, and that we also open our hearts to ourselves more and more to receive, to be. Just bringing your attention again to your heart. Taking some deep breaths into your heart. In front of your heart, behind your heart, all sides of your heart, just welcoming in this nice golden light to flow through. Open to the pureness that you are. The purity that we are. We're going to ask for a nice light of this golden light to flow down into the center of Earth. All the elements that make up this physical body coming into connection with this beautiful living being that we live with, that supports us, that we support. Bring a nice line of energy of breathing down into the center of the pure crystalline grid of Earth and breathing back up through the body. Letting everything settle down in the mind, in the body, into Earth. And back up through the body, welcoming this life-giving energy. Breathe up into the body, all the way up through the center channel of the body, up into the sun, through the sun, through the central sun, through source of all creation that we are. Breathing down into the heart. Centering into the heart. Or any other place that speaks to you to breathe through, to center into here in this moment. Beautiful. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being present for yourself and for each other, for all that exists within our reality. Taking a deep breath in. I'm going to begin to share so you can allow yourself to either open your eyes or stay in this presence of your body, of yourself, of your awareness, with your eyes closed, whatever feels aligned for you. So much moving through our field right now, but in such a beautiful, subtle way on so many levels, to open our hearts, to open our minds, to open all the fields, the subtle fields and the physical fields of our body, to be able to receive more of the truth of who we are, the truth of this creation, that we are all in co-creative capacity with. And I had the spontaneous adventure of going to a very powerful energy spot here in Arkansas the other day with a dear friend, and got to climb to the top of this beautiful mountain and overlook the mountain range and the lake and the Arkansas River, and just feel what was here on this land and what was opening through the portal, these power centers of the earth. And what's coming through right now as we're in deepening the presence of ourselves, deepening this knowing of our quantum selves, which we'll get into detail with after I share this piece. What was opening up through, what I'm seeing opening up through the energy centers and the portals, is the sense of worthiness, is the sense of value, is this sense of self deepening. And so each energy center of the earth holds a certain code, a certain frequency that holds the field of the earth together, of all that's been seeded here on this planet, of all the potential of all our souls, of all our beingness, of all that exists in this universe. And these energy centers are what shapes the magnetism and the biophysiology of our earth and the energetics of this planet, and what also is a part of how our earth orbits. And every planet has this. And so the more that we are centering into ourselves, the more that we're giving ourselves this attention, the more that these original codes and these centers can open and flow more with us. And so it's this guided synergistic process, right, of how our energetics are at play with each other. And some people are like, well, why aren't they, I had this one person say to me, why don't they just open up and just flow all the light and flow it all, and I'm like, well, are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? It might blow your system. And what we're doing, what's happening right now is, as the intergalactic beings, and all of us, those are our higher aspects of ourselves, right, at play, of watching us and working with us and supporting us through this system, is that if that happened, that would be the pole reversal. That would be the complete, you want a new cycle? Okay, here we go, and that could be more destructive than it could be creative, right? And so as we open up more, it opens up more. As we open up, and as it opens up more, we open up more, right? It's that infinity, right? Like we were talking about, that focal point of how all this flows. And so as we're coming into this space of really tapping into ourselves, giving ourselves the attention, giving ourselves these moments, this present moment awareness, this is what is supporting the shift on our planet, right? So being present in the quantum field, as some of you may know quantum physics or may not know quantum physics, what we know now within the quantum field of our experience, that when we're just waves of energy, and it's not until we focus on something that it becomes manifest. Not until we observe it does it become manifest, right? And so everything that has been in our life or lifetimes and in our space is something that we have experienced and observed and put our attention, focus, concentration, energy into, right? That's how it's here. That's how we are here. And so when we choose as a collective and we choose as individuals to focus on something, then we bring it into being on some level. It may not be present here in this moment in our lives, but we created it as a potential, right? We created it as a possibility. And the more we align ourselves with these potentials, and our focus and our present moment awareness aligns with these energetics, with this knowing of ourself, with the creations that we are in our truth, then it supports that potential, that timeline, right? That to come into manifest. But when our mind and our emotion starts ping-ponging all over the place, and we're focusing on this and we're focusing on that, and we're over here and we're over there, and we're out of the present moment, then it's just like these constant things being manifest in some potential reality that never grounds, that never forms, right? Because we're not staying within the present moment alignment of our truth that magnetizes everything for that potential, for everything that's within our truth, in our soul blueprint, in our soul template, in that we are to actually manifest and ground in within our bodies and in within the field around us as a creative being. And I'll give an example of how we've been manifesting this collective, right? Like, we came onto this earth, and there's these collective agreements of, say, holidays, right? There's these collective agreements that these things exist and we celebrate these things. So they keep happening over and over and over again, right? Once the, Christmas happens, and then once Christmas is done, oh, they throw up the Valentine's, stuff to go by, because we've agreed that the next thing we're going to observe, and that's the key word, is observe, is the Valentine's Day. And we keep looking forward to these things. We keep looking forward to these things, right? And so that takes us out of the present moment of what's here right now. We build anticipation, we build expectation around certain things. And as a collective, we agree to keep these things going, right? And so what if we pull our energy back from that, say in the present moment, this is what I'm here to focus on. This is what I'm here to observe in my reality, in my creation, in this experience. And the more we pull our energy into these places, rather than what the outside world and what we have agreed on in the past, we shift the cycle. We shift the cycle more and more and more. And this is even going to happen with astrology, right? The more that we go, oh, I'm not worried about this calendar and these dates, and I'm not worried about what the astrology is doing, then that gives more freedom of the consciousness of those planets to actually be what they are and what they're becoming, right? So it's this, sometimes it can really rack the brain of like, then what do, like, what do I follow? What do I said? You follow your heart, you follow right here, you follow your present moment truth. What do I need right now? What do I need to give myself right now? What's the aligned action right now? Right? Because what we're doing is we're allowing all of that power to culminate, to cultivate, to grow as these structures of our beings and this truth is coming in more and more and more. And if we can stay within these frequencies and watch all that's coming up and be present with all these different levels and layers of our reality and tune into what's true for us, then that's the quantum, right? That's the quantum field. That's the quantum of saying, all right, this is the potential of my being. This is the potential of my soul. This is the knowingness. This is the grounded, steadfast truth that I'm going to continue to anchor into, and let everything else have its space, have its place, while we allow these cycles to shift. Because these cycles are shifting. As I was on this mountain too, there's these etheric timekeepers, these etheric cycle keepers that are also within these power points and power centers. And I was watching the one within this mountain, it was just like, it used to be very solid and very stable, and now it's just like turning on its axis. It's like, ooh, it's shifting, it's changing, because of what we're focusing on too on this planet. It's shifting, it's changing. What is it going to become? It's only going to become what the highest potential is, and that's what our focus is going to be, and that is what is reflected to us in our reality. What are we magnetizing to us by what we're putting our attention on? So this is a play. We get to play with this and say, okay, so we might be creating lots of different potentials by what we're focusing on, by what the collective is focusing on. And nothing can come into pure manifest right now, because we're transitioning, because we're all cultivating that capacity to stay in our present moment. And until we're fully aligned and those things are happening, and there's a lot of collective energy around an experience, can it actually be manifest in the larger collective of our field, right? So what we want to do is kind of like pull our anticipation and expectation of the future, all that power that we're putting into these future possibilities, into this moment right now. Does that make sense for you? So as we do that, then what's true and what's real will manifest, will come into our subtle bodies, will come into our physical bodies. So this is a time where we really get to deepen our truth, to speak our truth, right? To let everything, because we can't hold on to anything anymore. Nothing wants to be held on. This flow of our bodies just wants to keep flowing, right? Just keep it in flow. Express whatever's coming up. Give attention to whatever's showing up. so that everything that's been repressed or oppressed or suppressed in the system, whether it's been within the earth or within our bodies or our energy bodies or any other planet or anything that's showing up that's coming into your awareness, let's go, okay, observe it, and then say, is this something that needs to stay in my observation, in my field of attention or focus? And we can love it, and then let it have its space and place, and then continue on with our focus to what's right here, right now, right? So within that, what's happening is during these purification and purges, it's all this subconscious stuff that's coming to the surface, because as we're coming into union, right, divine union, and if we were to look at this date, if we were to look at what's here today in the month of 6, in the day of 6, in the 246 of 2022, and what that culminates, the 6 and 6 of 12 and 18, is we have the 9, right? And we also have the 6s, which are in mysticism, is divine union, is the lovers, is the coming together of subconscious and consciousness into discernment, to know the truth, to be guided by our superconscious self in this moment. And then when we look at 18, we have judgment. We have judgment where we are in that pure sense of being, where the superconscious is, and not judgment in the sense of right or wrong, good or bad. It's like, where am I at right now? What have I been cultivating? It's just that self-inner reflection of in union with our inner child, with our subconscious consciousness, with our divine feminine masculine, with all this unity, and saying, where am I at? And just reflecting to fine-tune even more. To fine-tune even more. Right? So it's not a judgment of polarity, it's a judgment of unity. Right? A reflection of unity. So honoring this path. And it's also the star, it's also this meditation, right? Of where we're sitting in meditation of the star, and we're watching ourselves be in the subtle fields, like in the star on the 18 is, someone kneeling down with one foot in the water and one foot on land, and pouring water in, and also being, attentive to the land, right? So where am I in the physical, and where am I in the subconscious? And meditating on that union, meditating on that synergy, meditating on this flow of our being that we've created manifest through our subconscious that we're bringing into the conscious, right? So just being in that flow of the self, being in that flow of creation, and meditating on it, and being in this powerful purification of truth right now, and giving ourselves the value that we are this. We are this, and just feeling that in all the capacities of our being, and just taking in that worthiness, that value that we can give ourselves and be ourselves. And this is the optimal value that ever could exist, right? So, and then being able to ripple that out to everyone else that's around us. I value you enough to be you. I value you enough to accept who you are in this moment, who you're being, what you're expressing, because of whatever level of consciousness that you are, whatever you're going through. And then knowing our truth of how to interact with them, or be in alignment or not with them, right? Whatever the alignment is, whatever the synergy is, and just paying so close attention to these lines of communication that are happening right now, that we just stay steadfast focused on this purity of ourselves and through our heart, and recognizing our heart as this receiver, as this transmitter of this purity, of this truth. So I'm looking forward to sharing in this moment of, being in this quantum moment together, right? Coming into our quantum love sanctuary, synergizing with whatever's been present with us through anything that has been showing up through our fields to be expressed, to express, and recognizing everything that we've ever experienced as the opportunity to know ourselves, as the opportunity to connect in deeper with all that we have the ability to connect into, right? So anything in the past that's been, been felt as pain or trauma or discomfort or misunderstanding or anything was just the information to go, wait, there's something here, there's something here, there's something here, and just giving it the attention it needs. Right. So this is where we're at right now through these purgings that are going to continue. And right now, it's interesting because I'm feeling this current flow of energy surrounded with more love through these purifications that are happening. So I'm just sending that as a possibility for you to receive that today. So anything that has been a challenge for you or feels uncomfortable in your body through any transitions, to soften those spaces, Because right now, my experience is that it's just been like this easeful flow. I'm feeling things showing up, but it's just like moving really quickly. And it's just like, wow, it's just like a breeze moving through. And that the more I'm willing to step into it, the more I'm willing to communicate on these deeper levels of truth, it's just like, there you are, and there you are, and there it is, and there it isn't, right? So just giving the opportunity that that's what's present in our field right now, to tap into and be held and to be seen as your valuable self. And so this is why we actually have been shifting our identities over the past several months, is going, whoa, what do I get to be outside of all these ideas, right? And then cultivating the heart space, cultivating this love, and tuning into what our essences are as our pure soul template, so that we keep focusing on those to stabilize our field and the inherent beauty that we are, that is this creative field of the quantum, so that the full potential of ourselves is magnetized here with all that we are on this planet. So exciting stuff, exciting exciting. And so what happens when we do this is we turn upside down, right? We turn upside down and get to see reality for what it is. And so for me, I like to look at all the levels of reality that are at play, so I understand the fullness of what's being created here, whether it's us, whether it's the government, whether it's this, whether it's that, because I'm fascinated by how these fields are meeting, how they're repelling each other, how they're meeting, how they're repelling, and then how they're each being shaped by each other, and what is happening through that, right? So we're coming into that unity rather than separating and feeling like we have to shift our reality. And anyways, that's for another time. We'll get into that another time. I'm going to open up too much right now. So I'd rather just take it from here and go into our meditation, so we have time to share at the end, because I'm just excited to fine-tune our heart level truth space together here in this moment. So so let's take a deep breath in. And just really feeling what's coming through for you here in this moment. Any sensations in the body, any thoughts, any feelings, any ahas or any deepenings of that which is already present and clear for you. Yes. So yeah, good. Good. So just breathing into your body. And let's take a breath through the heart as we all come into the quantum love sanctuary, the field, the embodiment of our individual soul template blueprints at the highest and just most coherent field of capacity of knowing, of being, of presencing. So allowing yourself to be surrounded in this embrace of you. This embrace of you. In your body. In your body. Letting all the cells of your body start to expand and vibrate with this coherence and resonance of your soul. Breathing in and out of your body. Welcoming into this deep, deep essence of you. And if you wish to, just calling upon the essences of yourself that you've been tuning into, or any new ones that want to show up that really allow the truth of you to activate and open through your body, through your field. So as you're bringing these in, and from within, letting them breathe out, breathing in and out through these core essences of yourself that allow the dissolution of all that is untrue and all that is not you. Recognizing the unity of yourself and the gratitude of all that has been at play, that has shown you who you really are. Yeah. Of who we really are in this body is this expression. That we chose to be here at this time to allow this deep, powerful knowing, this deep, powerful opening to ourselves. To recognize the flow of this energy from within and without, through the heart, that flows it through the blood to every space of our body. Allowing our blood to crystallize with these essences. Allowing all the blood cells to form into these crystalline forms of these essences. To breathe this pure oxygen of our essences into every part of our body. Welcoming in, welcoming from within and from without this beauty, this purity. This being. Allowing for the recognition of all the aspects of our being, our subconscious, our conscious, our superconscious, coming into this one moment of breath through our heart, of all the elements of our being, of the trifecta of our being that's coming into one knowing, one consciousness, one awareness, to allow us to be all that we are, and bringing in this sense of self, of this worthiness, of this value, of this wholeness, to continue to give ourselves the presence of our awareness in each moment. Just allowing all that's been showing up to you to come into this energy. If there's anything that's still alive within the body, within the field, that may have felt challenging in any moments, just asking for the body to, and the energy bodies and the subtle bodies, to presence them, to be embraced in this wholeness, to be embraced in this fullness with gratitude, dissolving any imprints or ideas that are no longer necessary to hold within the field of your being. So that we can come into this pure balance of self. Asking the cells of the body to integrate. All that's coming through the earth, so we're tuning into the earth. And all the elements of the body that are structuring themselves into this inherent value, this inherent knowing, this inherent wisdom, that you are here. You are here. You are here now. Such immaculate purity and innocence and beingness. That you are valued and loved and held and supported from within and without. And all that you are here within this earth, in this living consciousness, to shift this reality. Through being you. Through being you. Through being you. Noticing anything that opens here and shifts for you. Your perception, the shift of your perception. The willingness to open into these new expressions of yourself, or these soul expressions of yourself. What is soul? What has been you and always will be you? Because all that you ever have been and will be is here now. In this power, in this grace, in this beauty. Just opening the access deeper and deeper and wider into all that you are. And all that's here for you. And all that will continue to be here for you as you. Welcoming the body into this, welcoming your earth incarnation into this. Breathing this love into the body, welcoming yourself as this body, as this soul, as the body, for the body, recognizing all these aspects of yourself, as well as the flow of the essence of yourself. Noticing where in your body it's showing up again. there's any particular place, any particular field that wants attention. And I'm just seeing all the planets, the sun, the stars, that we are all individually tuned into, as well as collectively working with, to welcome the consciousness of the energy centers of our body, to welcome in the consciousness of the original codes of all of our celestial bodies that we interface with all the time, and allowing those consciousnesses to activate within our awareness, to activate within their awareness, to bring into alignment this conscious synergy of these life bodies in relationship to the original code of creation within our beings, so that we allow ourselves to step within each moment into alignment with our pure selves, allowing all that which is to fall away, so that our consciousness, our awareness, our focus, our alignment is within this quantum field of magnetism towards that which is here for us to create as individuals and as a collective, and just opening up these portals of consciousness through our bodies. Oh, thank you. Welcoming these in, opening, just noticing where these openings are showing up within your field, within your body, and welcoming them. Any openings through these creations, these spectrums of dimensions and rays of light that you are in your individual soul template. To land within your body, to land within your awareness. As it flows through the body, flows through the blood. Yes, thank you. Wow. Welcoming the dance of these energies through the field, that you may dance in the world in your wholeness, with the clarity of the truth of yourself guiding your path, guiding your actions, your thoughts, your energy, to crystallize more and form that which you are. Opening into the gratitude of this heart space of yourself, breathing through the heart, breathing through the heart, breathing through the whole body, through the heart. Welcoming this present moment, taking some breaths here, deepening into this moment, noticing. As you continue to just notice your body, notice opening into the gratitude of yourself and all that is here for you in this moment. Aligning your focus, aligning your connection, aligning your flow through the subconscious into the conscious, from the superconscious into your body, welcoming in the you, all you here. Breathing into the heart, anchoring into your body. Allowing this to settle into the moment. Asking all that's opened up for us in our subtle bodies and our physical bodies to come into this moment and grounding into earth and just energizing, connecting in with the consciousness of this beautiful being we live with, letting our energies flow into the field of earth and collective to be received, to be held, and then to be rippled out through the collective field of our whole universe here, through the grid of all that exists, all the power centers of this earth, calibrating to all the power centers of our body, and this field of energy, and all the celestial bodies all integrating here as one. As one. One. Really feeling and just opening into this quantum potential of your present moment awareness, and how the deepening of the alignment of your present moment awareness is the key, is the opening, is the way to all that you are and all that is here for us to step into, to be, to create. Beautiful. And just grounding in here, breathing into the body, allowing our energy bodies and bodies to harmonize and integrate, to come into the levels of frequency that will support this integration, support this moment, support the body and being present, support the mind and all the emotions and all the fields to come into a present alignment of communication and centeredness and focus. Feeling your body. And as we feel our bodies and we feel the space around us, just asking for all that's in our life that we interact with to come into alignment with this coherence of ourself. We allow all that we interact with to receive us this way, on the level that it can be received, while we maintain our inner focus present. Grounding into this moment. Grounding into this moment. Just take a few breaths here and allow the space for you to settle into this moment of connection before we come into a space of sharing, connecting. Thank you. Just breathing in and doing whatever feels aligned for you in this moment. If it's to move, to take care of your body, or to stay still, listening and moving with.